Hey YouTube fam, this is lesson number 1, and this is a lesson that I call ear pulling. And basically it's a very subtle move of exercising your ears where you pull them back, but you try to keep all your face still, the muscles on your face still, and you just have your ears do the work, okay? I'm going to demonstrate it, but the point of this is that I've been doing this very simple exercise for years. I do it while I'm driving. I can just do it while I'm watching television. And it's in that one move, you're affecting the muscles that are fanning your face, and they kind of go into your ear area. And so if you notice on a lot of channels, they talk about, coming back to the ear, And so when you do this one move, which essentially is like this is sort of the gentle move that you're going to do, but I'm going to show you. Sometimes I'll be like, and you'll see that when you do it, you'll feel it here. You'll feel it here. You'll feel it here. You'll feel it here. And it's just a very subtle move that if you take time and you really try to hone that and really try to focus and not allow anything else to move on your face, it is a very subtle move that keeps your, see it? Keeps everything going. And sometimes, like, what I'll do is I'll lay in bed and I'll just do this till I fall asleep. Or until it gets tired, And sometimes you can bring your mouth into it. Because what you want to do is you want to keep the corners of your mouth going up, because you really don't want to get that resting bitch face. You know what I mean? Where everything's turned down, everything looks mad. That's not the look you're going for, regardless of your age, right? So that's what I call ear pulling. And I learned it off a gentleman on YouTube. It was this older gentleman, and he really looked a lot younger than his age. And so I have not been able to find that video, but I'm gonna really do my best to find it, because like I said, it was a long time ago. So once again, because our whole body, as you know, we're just covered in muscle, right? Aging has a lot to do with losing the elasticity in the muscle. And a lot of times we'll spend all this time in the gym and we'll be, doing everything in the world except working on our face. You could have the body of an Adonis, but if your face is sagging, that's really going to play on you mentally, because I have met people that haven't really looked in the mirror in years. And it's because they just, as you get older, you can be so cruel to yourself that you're always just staring and looking at faults. Like, what is wrong with me? Just, it's a really strange place to be in, because it's almost like an in-body and out-of-body experience as you age. It's like there's a part of you that feels the same. You feel like how you felt when you were 20 or 30, But what begins to sort of mess with that is if you have illnesses or you're literally watching your face turn into um, a person that you feel you can't even recognize, you know? And unfortunately, many people don't realize that a lot of things that we do will affect the aging and the thing of your face and your neck. You know, just like any other body part, they need to be exercised. And so that's how you keep, once you keep the muscle taut and strong and moving, then the skin has something to hang on to. Because as you, every, every decade that you age, you lose a certain amount of muscularity. And that's really just based on doing nothing, because there are people that are hardcore bodybuilders that continued and they still look pretty good, you know. But even bodybuilders can be guilty of not paying attention to their neck and their face. So it's a very subtle thing that you can do that really does make a huge difference, you know, and it doesn't cause you to have to, you know, hold this and do all these things, where some of those things are good and we're going to talk about them. But I find that to do anything, you've got to sort of like make it easy so that it doesn't seem like it's work. Because even though I like how I look when I work out, it's like a mindset you got to get into, right? So this subtle, very subtle exercise, which I will once again demonstrate. First, it's going to seem weird. You're going to move everything on your face, but eventually, you will settle down and you will focus. And then you'll get in touch with muscles that you don't even think about. Little micro muscles that are there that you don't even think about, that need to be exercised so that they can stay up. And there are other ways to keep your jawline, keep it sharp, keep everything up, not to get jowly. And that is one of the main ways. And then while you're driving, you can just, you know, or sitting on the subway or whatever, nobody has a clue what you're doing because it's so subtle. So I hope you enjoyed this tip. And believe me, there's more to come.